Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Group Chat Podcast. I am your host, Amir Kovitir, and these are my brothers, Isaac and Maurice. How is everybody feeling today?
I'm feeling tired.
Right,
I'm tired.
Feeling tired.
you
This
have
week
no idea.
It has been a long
cold.
week. It has been
You
a
have
very
no
long
idea.
week. I can't even cap on that one.
I get up at like 7 with the baby,
Hmm
get him ready. I get ready for work. I don't get home from work until like 4, and I've been doing nothing but moving furniture and packing boxes.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'm taking old man pills right now. Like my back is hurting, my feet hurt.
Were you were you able
So you taking
to
my pill?
get in on Monday or is that
No, we are going in Monday morning this week.
okay?
I was trying to get in to like go and set some stuff up for Valentine's Day and get some things decorated real quick.
Mhm.
And they wouldn't let me. They're like, both names are on the lease. If both names aren't signed, we
Yeah.
can't let you in for liability reasons. I was like, shit.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah, they can.
I feel like they can too.
Yeah,
It
my
sounds
landlord
like
did stuff like that. She was like, "Oh, they already
Yeah.
moved out. You can go clean up or take out whatever you need to." Like, okay.
right.
Yeah.
So today we are going on. This is episode 6 of Wandavision,
Yeah.
and so many new things. Like every episode has come about. We got so many.
Dude, I
like,
give up.
yeah, like that's honestly, I watched this episode at like 3 o'clock last night. I found out the time that it comes out. So it comes out at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I found out. So I waited because I couldn't. I really ended up falling asleep early. So I was up like all night. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'll wait till the 2 o'clock, and I watched it at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And like I'm like you, like I just give up at this point. Like there is just like it's so mentally straining on like all the different predictions that keep going on, and it's like it never fails. You're like you one moment it's fucking you think it's this and the next thing is not like I
Yeah,
just like
you ain't
especially with
lying.
that ending is another fucking cliffhanger. Like they keep giving me the worst fucking cliffhangers that I just can't fucking stand. Like it's the worst
Yeah.
cliffhangers.
And it.
But yeah, what are you gonna say,
I,
Maurice?
I don't know what to say. All I know was I like my favorite thing about that episode. Wait, sorry, Vision. My favorite thing about that episode actually was the part where they did the gotcha from Age of Ultron. You didn't see that coming when she did that to Quicksilver.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was like one of my favorite parts. As soon as I seen that, I immediately thought Age of Ultron. What the man? You didn't see that coming?
Well,
As fast as he didn't either. Shit.
for me, you know, I got some new hot takes. I said that in the group chat, but like there's I'm starting to feel like something's up with Hayward. The fact that he had all them fired and left. Now I'm starting to think that there might be a big bad guy in the middle of him. Um, also, my
You
Mephisto
know what I
takes.
didn't realize?
Go ahead.
I didn't realize it until someone else said it in another podcast. Hayward, his name,
Yeah.
you take out 2 letters and it's Hydra.
Hmm.
If you rearrange the letters, his name is like AW Hydra.
Hmm.
So yeah, he's not right. Something's wrong with that.
Something's
dude.
wrong with him. The fact that they have that close eyes on Vision like that is weird, and cause for speculations. So my other thing is that my Mephisto, our things about Mephisto I think are still true, but I also feel like I was in a different. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this app called Clubhouse. So there's this app called
Yeah.
So there's this app called Clubhouse where you go into these different rooms and like people have different discussions about it. It was supposed to be like for business, but like the streets took it over, and now like they talk about like fucking everything.
Now it's hood.
Yeah. So I was in one where they were talking about WandaVision. It was like a watch party group. So they were talking, and like I ended up being a speaker on there too, and they were saying at first I was like, oh, I think that Quicksilver is actually Doctor Strange in disguise, because toward the end he's asking her like, oh, you can always talk to me, you know, like trying to like soothe her out, you tell her like I'm always gonna be there for you, this, that, and the other. And then they bring up a fact that they don't think it's that, they think that that might be Nightmare. And Nightmare is another one of like, what's his name, I can't say this guy's name, Mofongo, the main villain from
Mephisto?
No, not Mephisto. The main villain from Doctor Strange.
Oh,
Mungag, some shit like that. I'm not gonna keep butchering his fucking name, but
Oh,
I know
man,
you know
you're-
who I'm
you're-
talking about.
he's one of It's
The god creature from the dark magic thing.
Yeah, he has like
No,
the skull face that's on fire and shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
can't think.
I'm trying to think what his name is. Oh my god.
I think it's
Dormammu.
Dormammu. So they were telling me
Dormammu.
that Dormammu, that he is like the boss of Mephisto and Nightmare and of Agatha and all those other fucking crazy people like that. So I was like, no, that makes sense. And they were like, he also mentions the word nightmare like 2 times when he's talking to Wanda. It's Quicksilver. And supposedly this is also supposed to be one of the villains in Doctor Strange too. When I was on YouTube today earlier.
No,
too.
it is Nightmare because they're trying to make it a horror Marvel movie.
Yeah.
I'm ready for that one.
So
yeah, go ahead.
And to be I'm glad you said that. So, and if that's where they're taking it, I can already see this being a scary movie because I fucking hate clowns. And when she went fucking ape shit and opened that fucking portal and everything's turned into a circus, I'm like, yo, I'm already like, the suspense of the show has already got me like kind of like scared because I don't know what she's up to. So like when they show the fucking clowns come up when she did that, my ass was like, come on, like Marvel, like I like you. I don't want to not like you. Like don't fucking play that clown shit with me because I fucking dead this relationship right fucking now. So when I seen the clowns and I can only like just the way it was filmed, I can imagine it being on some horror shit. And if they're talking about Nightmare, and I looked him up, and I seen what he's about, and I seen what Mephisto's about, this shit can get really fucking horror and like 0 to 100 real fucking quick.
As long as they don't open it up for Shimagora, oh man, yeah, the shit that they about to pull is insane. I think going through it once. Real quick, early on, they picked up, Vision actually picked up and learned a lot of things, and he was just like, yo, I'm out. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna do patrol watch. Yeah. That nigga learned how to lie to his wife. Good job. Even the son's narrating it like, what's that show?
It reminded me of Malcolm in the Middle.
Yes, it was Malcolm in the Middle.
Mm-hmm.
And the kid would talk like that. And he even noticed, like, he was like, yeah, mom and dad haven't been the same lately. You know what I'm saying? And I think ultimately that Quicksilver is her brother, but her memories are so messed up. She can't portray him right because she slipped up and she's seen his Zero Vision body again. Remember, with the holes in it and the outfit on. Like, oh shit. But she just doesn't remember the face as much because it's been so long. That's why with Vision, he's not really Vision. He's picking up everything. She's like, yeah, in this world, you have your own thoughts and your own life, but you have nothing previous. Everything now is just what you learned and what you made from her memories of him. So just to pick up, what's up with the brother, It's a lot of the things is remember when Wanda gets upset or frustrated when certain things happen or questioned, she loses it.
Right.
What did Quicksilver do? Do something to make her lose it because she was immediately worried about Vision. The brother wasn't even like, yeah, let's go rescue him. It ain't like your dead husband can't die twice. That was her talking to herself through him. Did you notice that?
You think?
Yeah, that was him. That was her. Yes, saying, "Oh my God, could he die twice?" And then with Vision moving through that, before he even got to that point, it was just him with Agnes was insane. Like I guess it was Agatha Hartman. She was under the mind control too, but she's more in control when she's closer to her. She's more understanding. But when she moves further away, she tends to zone out, like zombify like everybody else at the same time. That's why, what's the black dude's name? The neighbor?
But I want to. Why do I want to say?
Yeah, I remember.
I want to say
did you
Bart.
Oh, do you want to do that over? Do you want to? You want to edit something? I was like, wait, what the hell did you feel the need to say that to her for?
Do you need anything? Yeah. That's what he said.
Yeah. You need me to do anything over? It's like, wait a minute, what? Yeah, it's real weird how she's not understanding, but she is in control. But she's semi in control because she's controlling other people enough to go, don't move.
Yeah,
but at the same time, she's like, yeah, I'll use you when I need you. So, and then Vision pulled it out her brother pulled it out thin air, like, yeah, how come all the kids are here in the center of town? But an episode ago, Vision was like, yo, there's no kids in the town.
Right. And it's just getting really scary because you just don't know, like, shit is just starting to go crazy. And, like, nobody is able to...
I think that's what they want from us, to notice that.
Like, everything is going left. Things are starting to get out of her control, and people are just starting to get put on. And that's what I love about this show the most, is just, like, nothing is ever expected. So much is unexpected, and you just don't know what's going to happen next. Isaac, you got anything?
I give up. Like, I'm not making any more predictions. I'm not going to try to figure out anything else. I'm just going to be the average lay person watching a show and waiting to see what the hell happens. I do still think that for as much as she is creating this reality, and as much as she might actually be in control, there's still someone else pulling strings. Because the one thing I do keep going back to is whenever anyone tries to talk to Wanda about what she's doing, she says the same thing. Like, I don't know how it got this far.
Right.
So she knows that she started something, but there's someone blocking the memory of how she got there, why this whole thing started, and how it's getting so much out of her control. And I think that might be like where Nightmare comes in. Because he's creating this kind of false reality for her, trying to keep her in this dream. And just as much as everyone else, like when Vision touches their heads and they come back to who they really are, I think in my head, if Vision would do that to Wanda, things would get corrected. Because I think that there's still something blocking her the same way she's blocking everyone else.
Yeah.
Yes. I agree.
Because they, like, even since, like, the first episode, like, when they asked her, when did you guys get here? How are you married? All these different questions. She don't have an answer. So the fact that now Vision is doing this stuff, I'm also, it's going to be interesting. But I'm also curious to see on how he's going to react when she comes and she gets him. Because I want to know if he's going to be, like all like sympathetic and like thank you for saving me, or he's gonna be like, you crazy bitch, you got me locked up in this fucking walls, I can't even go outside anymore, I'm supposed to be dead, and they just fucking go crazy and like fucking go at it.
As soon as he hits that exit, that wall, it's like the Roots album when things fall apart.
Yeah, and we talked about that. Go ahead.
In some of the trailers for the upcoming shows, in one of these episodes, there's going to be a part where Westview's being attacked, and he decides to side with Wanda, and they say, "This is our home. We need to protect it." So it's weird to think that Vision has been more or less captive, just like everyone else. Now he knows what's outside, and he sees it, and he was asking for help. But something else has to happen now, where he's actually going to side with Wanda and protect the home that they've built. So I'm not sure how that's going to play in, or how that's going to happen, or why he changes his mind.
It could also be It could also be more of Sword, just because the head people of Sword are gone. Darcy, all the information that she had is gone, in a sense, unless she could find a way to get out. But Darcy and them are all stuck in there too. So I don't know, man. The town's just getting bigger. People are realizing stuff more and more. I think it goes back to what Amir said.
Now, Darcy's the only one inside, right?
Huh?
Right now, is Darcy the only one that's inside?
Of the three good guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, because remember, they were on the road and then they did that stupid movie thing. Oh my God, do you see that? Instead of, yo, just turn the fuck around, it's coming. You know what I mean? But they drove off from it, and so did douchebag dude from Sword that's in charge or whatever.
Yeah. And I also like how they introduced how Monica is gonna get her powers.
Yes.
So I'm just
I'm
curious.
a little bit disappointed in that.
Yeah, you know
me
too. To me too. Yeah.
Everybody else got to get powers in too.
Bigger and cooler.
Yeah, like that was like it was a little weird. Like I don't know her origin story like that, but to be like, oh, you've been in there twice, now you're different. Like,
yeah.
Nah, I'm not buying that.
I thought she went in there only once.
That's right.
Well, technically, like she passed through that field twice. She passed through it to get in when she got sucked in,
and
then Wanda threw her ass out the second time. So she's been through the wall twice.
Oh, okay, all right. See, I knew what that wall was from the beginning. When Trump said he want that wall, see, people can still get through that motherfucker. Motherfuckers can still get in and get out.
You know, and I also find it weird how this dude James Woo, how he doesn't like care about the fact that who his missing partner is, because you remember in the beginning that they said he was there on like an investigation and that's why he's there in the first place. Like they still haven't brung her up yet or him up. Like who was his friend? It might be the black dude.
Yeah, who was the missing persons? Yeah.
So there's just so much that's going on. I think.
They never go back to things.
Yeah, I think after this episode, I think it's kind of official that she's gonna go full House of M, cause she's just fucking bugged out.
Well, her going full House of M. For one, I want to see the kids try to leave. Two, what is the last episode?
How many? I thought there was like 2 more episodes left.
Are they only doing 8?
Yeah. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's only 8. Because
damn, that's soon.
It is, and it's starting because the show feels like it's starting to end. So that's why I'm like, it's got to be like either 2 or 3 more episodes left. Which is fucking annoying because if this was a movie, it would have been over already. So yeah.
Well, right now they're supposed to be in the 90s, right?
Yeah, right now they're in the 90s. Yeah,
early 2000s. Malcolm in the Middle. Remember?
Was that 2000s?
That was late 90s.
No, late 90s is 95 to 99. Early 2000s is 2000, 2004, 2005.
That's when Malcolm in the Middle came out? So, you know what? You might be right because that last episode was like Roseanne and Full House and shit. So that was like...
Yeah, that was late 80s, early 90s. Yeah. It had that 80s vibe.
So, you may be right about
it has that 80s vibe, that 90s vibe, because a lot of shows were like that, but it was really off of Malcolm in the Middle, but it was very modern in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing, too. Like, and that's why I kind of think
that makes sense.
You notice the earpiece?
Yeah.
They're going to do that. It's only be 2 more episodes.
You're
breaking up.
Yeah,
What'd you say?
you broke up.
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I was saying it makes sense if they were doing the late 90s for this episode. It would make sense that there's only 2 more episodes because that would bring them to current. And then there's nowhere else for her to make up things in her head because there's no more TV shows that she grew up watching. So now she would have to face today. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Another thing is that which makes me 100. I'm not gonna even say I'm 100% sure, but what makes me think that this guy, the Quicksilver, could be a nightmare is because like when Wiccan is talking to us and like a first person, third person.
Yeah, he broke the fourth wall.
Yeah, you see Vision. I mean, not Vision. Quicksilver look at him, like it was like on some weird shit. Like when they're playing the video games, he looks at him, and as if like he hears him talking to us. So the fact that he like looked was just like, yo, like you don't know he's doing this. Like, so why are you like why are you looking? Like that shit was weird to me. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
I know. I peeped that too.
And then right after that's when he goes and he talks to them.
I got it. There's 9 episodes.
Okay.
Episode 7 will be February 19th. Episode 8 will be February 26th. The last episode, episode 9, will be March 5th.
Yeah, because then there's a week where there's no shows, and then right after that is Captain and Winter Soldier.
I mean, Isaac cut off. Sorry, Amir. Didn't mean to make you old that quick.
Yeah, so because then there's a week where there's no shows, and then right after that they start with Captain Falcon and
Falcon and a Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
you're right. No. They don't take a week off.
I could have sworn I thought they start the next week.
Remember, February is a short month. They take a week off after WandaVision to start it. But yeah, Isaac, I don't know if you heard me. February episode 7 is February 19th. Episode 8 is February 26th, and episode 9 is March 5th.
So they're doing 9.
Yep. So there's only 3 episodes left.
3 episodes.
7, 8, and 9.
So this ends March 5th, you said?
Yep.
And then what's the next movie coming out? Isn't it like right there towards the end of March?
No. March 19th. I mean, March 5th is the ninth.
When does Black Widow drop?
I don't know.
They didn't announce anything about that. They just said that it might be coming. They never said when it's coming out, though.
No. Today on the radio.
They announced it?
Yeah, today on the radio they said it's coming out because they're guaranteeing that's going to be in theaters and on like HBO Max or whatever. What other series?
Hold on, let's get a fact check real quick.
Oh, they plan to release Black Widow theatrically.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Opening theatrically May 7th.
Yeah, May 7th.
Oh, May.
Yeah.
Ugh,
all right.
After my birthday.
I don't know why they are trying.
Why? You just announced it coming to Disney Plus.
Oh, like I don't understand. Like they don't see what HBO is doing and how they're coming out with these crazy blockbuster movies. Why don't you just fucking give us the choice of having it on Disney Plus or going to the movie theater?
I'm good. I'll pass on that movie.
Like, why?
I don't even care about it anymore.
That episode.
I know, and I said it's funny, right?
I don't even care about it anymore.
I said that. This like at 3:00 when I was on that in that room on Clubhouse, and everybody was like, "Oh, come on, don't say that. You gotta be positive. You gotta be nice." I'm like, fuck that, man. Like, how long do I gotta fucking wait for this movie? I already feel like that Scarlett I almost said the Scarlett Johansson movie. The Black Widow movie should have came out before WandaVision, because I feel like that was the origin story that I needed to know before I moved on to that. Because
I'm telling you, that's going to be the first Marvel movie to bomb since Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3, we all know, was the worst Marvel movie. And then if you look at the groups, the worst Marvel movie was Avengers Age of Ultron, which it's Ultron. I still like
Because I thought that movie was.
Oh, that was something else that someone said in the podcast. There's this idea that whatever that dude's name is going to try to bring back Ultron. That's why he's tracking Vision, because Vision was made from like Ultron's idea of what his body should be like, his system.
Yeah.
So that guy might have stolen Vision's body to try to recreate Ultron for Hydra, and that's why Wanda went in and stole his body back.
Yeah, because
it's an interesting idea.
It is an interesting idea, and I would like to see Ultron back, because they hit like Age of Ultron like on like the main surface, but like there's so much more they could have done with that movie.
Yeah, because Ultron never dies. Ultron dips off into the internet always. That's why they use Vision to say, "Oh, we burnt him out of the internet," you know. But oh man, Ultron was a dope character. Like bad guy wise, I was really
I dig them, and I dig that movie too and I wish they would have did the Red Hulk for that scene. That would have been fucking amazing. But then again,
what Loki was supposed to do in the first Avengers, instead of taking control of control of Hawkeye, Loki and them got introduced when he took over the Hulk, and the Avengers had to fight the Hulk. And then when he got out of it, they fought Loki and defeated Loki. But now they were like, "Oh, we'll save it for the second movie." Hulk, bring out the Hulkbuster for what? Like, really? Thor, all he did was have a mini vision. Cap went back to seeing his love, and then Scarlett Johansson was back in school again, no homework, and Hawkeye was like, "I done the whole mind control thing."
I was so tight when in Infinity War when the Bruce was using that Hulkbuster suit to fight that other minion of fucking Thanos, and like he fucking wrecked him. Yeah. I was like, yo, this is the Hulkbuster suit. How the fuck is this guy ripping him apart like that? He ended up beating him with one arm still, but like the fuck? Like I wanted a better battle than that.
Let me share something with you real quick. I know I'm gonna get off topic.
No, it's fine. We're good.
As good as directors as people say the Russos have been, they are just as bad. They're good at story. Action, they're not so good at. Portraying a certain person in a certain light, they do a perfect job at it. Cap is not the strongest Avenger. Physically, if you look at them all, of course it's Hulk. Secondly, yes, I would place Thor. Yes, you could put She-Hulk in there. The one thing I did not like, especially in the fighting scenes in his movies, started with Civil War, actually. Civil War, everybody on Cap's team whipped everybody on Tony's ass.
I thought everybody on Tony's team whipped Cap's ass.
No. Everybody on Tony's team got their ass whipped. Vision was floating while Scarlet Witch was down here saying, "You're pulling your punches." Yeah. And she was fucking shit up.
It's
Black Panther, I think, got one kick in and then went, and she froze him. Cap beat the shit out of Spider-Man. He beat the shit out of Black Panther and War Machine at the same time. Falcon for some reason is like the fastest nigga alive because Vision, who has a fucking laser, missed him. He literally the laser coming. I'm like, nigga, you're a Hulk. You're not a machine.
Yeah, I never understood that. How can his laser, that's fucking like a real power, it not hit him, and the fucking Falcon be faster than that laser? I never understood that shit.
Yeah.
Well, the idea of it, because it kind of makes me mad that Vision's so weak sometimes. But it's the idea that when they created Vision, he was supposed to be like part Tony, part Branner, Ultron's body, and he can possess the stone
and Jarvis.
But he still has morals.
Yes.
So yes, I have this all-powerful stone on my head, but I know what it's capable of, and I know what I should never do with it. So even though he's using it, he's never using it to like full potential because he doesn't want to destroy anything. He has morals behind everything.
Yeah.
He's in a sense, he's a lot like Captain America.
Yeah, he's Captain Morals and shit. I also looked at that even watching Endgame. Did you notice nobody ever hit Thanos? The only 3 people to even touch Thanos: Captain Marvel, Scarlet Witch, Cap.
Yeah.
How did Cap? No matter if you want to go back and say he knew he could always wield Mjolnir, but he just knew that his best friend had something to do with Tony's dead parents. He had to get over that. Nah, man, I don't believe that shit. How did he know how to wield Mjolnir better than Thor? Thor is a god, a demigod if you want, a demigod that wields them both. How the fuck didn't even create the best scene they could have ever created? Was everybody, all the main Star Avengers, getting a good hit on Thanos?
Yo, you know what's crazy?
Sock 'em type thing. You could have did that, because all you did was just say, yeah, we're gonna let them 3 fight. We'll forget about you because we fucked you up. Yeah, that's how good the Russos are. We're gonna fuck your arc up, and we're gonna have Thor just get that bellied and look awesome and get his ass whooped. We're gonna have Tony. We're just gonna do an ode to the first time that they met when he was like, no, he loves his hammer. You want me to put the hammer down? And he hit him. Why did we need to go, oh, that was from way back? That's all that trio scene was doing. And I looked back, and the whole time I said, wait a minute, man. How come they didn't get to see something everybody wanted? The rematch between Thanos and Doctor Strange. You didn't get to see, Isaac, you froze. You froze? Okay. We didn't.
Yeah.
There you go.
You just... We should all pause. Isaac say, oh, don't do that one. But we also did not get to see, we had to have a little bit of feminism in there and have the women Avengers. Yeah, we definitely had to have that. You didn't get to see Ant-Man, giant Ant-Man.
No, he didn't have any scene really. But real quick before you,
how did the biggest motherfucker on the screen not have a scene? That's why ultimately, all in all, I think the Russos, looking back, did a bad job. I don't think it was as good. That's why I said they are great storytellers, but they are not good with fight scenes.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, they have their flaws, but I wouldn't say that they did a bad job.
Heroes in one scene.
Yeah, it's hard to give everybody their own scene.
But there's only a lot of people. Yeah, they gave Drax a scene. You gave Pepper and Tony a scene, and then they quickly just stopped. Did you notice that? They ran at each other, scene, stop. Tony and Spider-Man. Oh,
well, they gotta focus on the main thing.
And then that was it.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, we got the glove. Let's get it out of here. Nigga, you didn't have the glove before he said Avengers. Like, nigga, you could have been like, oh, we got the glove already.
But they didn't know that they had to put the glove on until they didn't know they had to put the glove on until Doctor Strange was like, you could do what you got to do.
Nick.
But real quick, before you say,
but decided to come together collectively and save the universe. Are you fucking kidding me? Hawkeye should have been like, yo, before we assemble, I got the glove. I got the touch. This got the power. Let me stop.
But real quick before you go, you were talking about like Thor and the hammer and shit like that, right? And like I think they kind of OD, not because when you look back, you realize this shit. But at first it was like, oh shit, Captain America. But I think they kind of OD'd because not only is Captain America the only one that could hold that hammer, but Vision held it too. So now you got Vision, Captain America, and Thor holding the hammer. This shit don't even feel that worthy anymore. Yeah. Like, there's two niggas that can hold this shit. It ain't only Thor. So, what, if I'm a good person, then I'm worthy? Then this shit don't mean nothing.
Mjolnir's a whore.
That's what I was gonna say. That was my first initial words, but I didn't know how to fucking say it. But that's exactly what I was thinking.
But
Mijnor is a fucking whore.
me being a Thor fan, just because the whole premise of Thor and everything he went through, real quick.
You got 2 minutes before this shuts off, so just say
Real
what you
quick,
gotta say and then we
how
come back.
do you go from Thor fighting the Frost Giants by himself, Thor, where is it? Go! Just batshit crazy.
Yeah.
To he can't fight Thanos, but Cap can.
Yeah.
It's so fucking weird, bro. Like, I don't know why they did that.
Let him get some hits. You mean to tell me you could have your thing right on your chest and Thanos is pushing into you can't summon the lightning?
Mm-hmm. Yo, you know what's crazy? The fact that Captain America was even able to have the lightning, that's OD. That's OD.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, like, he's the god of thunder. That's how he's able to have the fucking light. The fact that Captain America is out here like fucking throwing the fucking
Yeah.
That was OD. Yeah. But real quick, we got 1 minute left. We're gonna come back, and when we come back, we're gonna talk about this news with the lady from Mandalorian, and then we're gonna talk about my rewatch with The Last Dragon. So we'll be right back, folks. Sit still and see you in a few. What's up, everybody? It's Group Chat, and we are back.
Where are we going?
Where we're going?
Yo, hold up.
Perfect.
The Gmail on my MacBook Pro just popped up on the side. And I went to touch the mouse, but I'm touching the box that my laptop's sitting on. And I'm going like this. And I'm like, oh, it's the box.
You're like, why isn't the mouse moving?
Yeah. I'm like, oh my God.
No wonder.
What's in the box?
You know how many times I double tap pictures on Facebook?
By accident?
Man. On purpose?
Thinking it's Instagram, not like double tap it to like it. And I'm like, why
Oh,
ain't this shit working?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what's funny? They should make that like that on the phone because Facebook and Instagram are together. So I don't understand why they don't make any features
Facebook
like that.
might lose Instagram.
Oh,
if they lose that lawsuit, they might lose Instagram.
I thought Facebook created Instagram.
Oh, shit.
No, they didn't create it. They bought it from somebody else.
No.
They did not create Instagram.
Because I always, from what I always remember.
They bought WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they said in a lawsuit in December that if they lose the lawsuit against them, they could lose WhatsApp and Instagram. And people don't want Facebook to own Instagram and WhatsApp no more. Because WhatsApp just came out with something now recently where they could take all your information type shit. I was like, what the hell? And it was like, no. I'm glad I don't use it.
I don't use that shit either, but my grandpa be trying to text me on there now. I'm like, bro, like I don't use this fucking app. Like,
hey, grandson. Yeah, bitch.
Yeah. But I get it for the people who don't have a plan and shit. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do, but nah, bro, I'm good. Anyways, right now we're going to get into this news. What's this lady's name? From the Mandalorian. Her name is Gina.
Cara Dune.
Cara Dune is her name? I thought her name was. I says her name is.
Well, Gina Carrero.
Yeah, Gina Carrero. Yeah.
Gina Carrero is her real life name. Her character name is Cara Dune.
Right.
Not Cara Dune.
Right here from CNN. They says this article. It says Gina Carano, who starred as the unassembled warrior Cara Dune in The Mandalorian, won't appear in many future Star Wars projects after she shared offensive social media posts, including one that compared Nazi Germany to the current political landscape. Lucasfilm fired Carano Wednesday, calling the social media posts she made that day adherent. Gina Corin is not currently employed by Lucasfilm, and there are no plans for her to be in the future Lucasfilm, spokesperson said in a statement to Verity. Nevertheless, her social media posts degenerate people based on their culture and religions identities are adherent and unacceptable. Yo, this chick. Thoughts. First, before I say anything. Thoughts.
What's interesting is she's done this several times now. She's gone on Twitter or whatever and said some really stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then after she got in trouble, she tried to go back and say, "Oh, I didn't mean it this way. Oh, I apologize if I offended anyone."
Yep.
This is like the fourth time she's done it. So that's number one. Number two, what really sucks is, aside from all the pro-Trumpy, anti-mask stuff and whatever she's been putting up, she just got fired from this, but she immediately got hired. She already has a job. She immediately got hired by some conservative news corporation to be in some film that they're trying to produce. So she got kicked off The Mandalorian, and some other jackasses that agree with everything she said were like, "Don't even worry about it. We got you a job right here waiting for you." So she's already fine.
Oh, and don't forget, her agency dropped her.
Yeah.
Her agent? Yeah, they dropped her too.
Yeah, but she's still fine.
She'll never get nothing in Hollywood again. She messed up her chance to be in another Deadpool movie. She messed up her chance at her own show because she was guaranteed to get it.
Yeah.
And be in the regular Mandalorian episodes. And you are one of their favorite characters. Yo, you killed your career, son. Hollywood will never get you again, not just because of your beliefs. It's the ignorant, hateful shit you say. How are they going to put you in a movie with a gay couple knowing you believe some other shit? Oh, you're against all that. How are you going to be next to a
That's my issue with it right now.
Huh?
She's not, her career's not over. She already has a new job with a film because of this.
Nobody big.
I'm not, like, it kind of goes hand in hand with it. It's nobody big, but it's big enough where she's going to be making bank. She's making another film. A few days ago in the news, I don't even know the guy's name because I don't listen to country music, but the country music guy that got caught saying the N-word.
Yeah, yep.
His record sales skyrocketed.
Well, that's country music.
Because now, just like all this other... Yeah. But that's my point. Now we're at a point where even if it's not just politically, if you go out there and you say the right things, all those people that back you are now going to back you even harder. She said some really off-cuff stuff, but the first people that went back to her and said, "Hey, don't even worry about it, we got your back," was conservative news. They're going to pay for it. They're going to put her in movies. She's going to be fine. She might have killed her career with Lucasfilms and Disney, but she's not going to have anything to worry about. She's going to be in all kind of stuff. It's just going to be stuff that's represented.
But you gotta
Hollywood might not, but she'll be fine.
Is she Gina Carrero Hollywood, or is she Gina Carrero now Wesley Snipes Hollywood, where them low budget Sharknado movies get made? Like she's Tara Reid style. You could just like you could sit here and say, "Oh no, she got a movie." Nigga, she's gonna be in Sharknado 5, the Holocaust, the conservative Holocaust. They're gonna have a fucking shark that look like Donald Trump, and it's gonna come out the water like, ew. Like what the fuck? She ain't nobody. She ain't gonna have shit. And she got signed with Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, like that's still my point. One, Ben Shapiro's a household name. And if you're in the right groups of people that support him and what he believes, like I said, he'll be fine. She'll be fine. She might not be making crazy Hollywood movies and making big, giant money, but she's fine. Just like this dude might have gotten dropped from his record label with all his residuals from all the sales that have happened because he said that word, he's going to be fine.
I got to hear this song. I didn't hear about this
America, land of the racists.
But you know, it's crazy because as far as music goes and with countries, like for like the last year, they've been trying to push like black artists to be in country and like try to make it normal or whatever. But when you see shit like this, that's like the truth being revealed of just about country culture and why not a lot of black people make music that's country. because behind it all is like country is like a secret. Like they're on their own society in themselves, and you know what comes with it. It's like it's straight up in your face. Like this is music for
Yeah.
rednecks and niggas that ride horses and drink beer all day. Like there ain't
Nah,
nothing
they ain't
else
niggas.
to it.
They
ain't-
wiggers.
They wiggers, yeah. So you know what it's for. So like when they did like the whole controversy about when Old Town Road came out, and they try to make it seem like this is like the first black star, like black people can't make country music. This is a country song. That fight. I don't understand why people like even in like the hip hop industry and we're trying to fight for that, because I don't get who gives a fuck, because those people are like they're gun ho about what they believe, and
It's the same.
gonna
It's
do
the
what
same
they're
thing
gonna do
when
right
it comes
now.
down to the media, the way the media portrays even athletes. Do you know they always say the white athlete, oh, he's smart, he has the great vision, he works hard. But when they talk about black athletes, oh, he's talented, he's he was born gifted. Yeah, it's natural. Okay, so that means you and everything you got, motherfucker, you ain't work for that. You can't get up in here, man. You just was born with it. The rest of us work for it. Okay, when you go to country music, oh yeah, we work for this. Oh, you made that one song and got included. Ugh, you ain't really with it. It's the same. Media does that too. It's like little things here and there, but it's like normal. That's why I don't think we should dive into the realm, especially with music, like country. I don't think we should do stuff like that. I think there should be a point.
Excuse me.
But they look at the money aspect. These young motherfuckers don't care. And in a sense, that's a kind of a good thing. They don't look at it like that. They look at it as, hey, man, I'm just trying to make some money. Instead of going, man, fuck you. Nah, I ain't fucking with no white artists. Nope, I'm only bringing, if there's a white artist that's a rapper, I'll bring him. I'm not bringing Taylor Swift. She'll take that shit. Christina Aguilera. They're niggas when they want to be niggas.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny that we're having this conversation too, because I was just looking at this in another podcast, and it's just like, if you're making music to just get a quick like come up real quick and just for like the fame and the money, like I feel like you're doing it wrong. Like you gotta be making, if you're making music, you gotta be doing it from in here. And if it's not coming in here, then you're like in the wrong business, buddy. Because
why do you think most old heads always say today's young rappers, their rap is trash?
Well, that's
because they are trash. None of them are good rappers. The only one you could say is what? Kendrick, J. Cole. Yeah, they're a little bit older, but they're like 2010s and on. They were the last decade, even though that was only a couple months ago. But at the same time, those are the only ones. Who the fuck else? The Baby, the Baby whatever. There's another one named Baby.
Little Baby.
Little Baby. I don't know what songs are his songs. How the fuck is he so big? Everybody was like, oh,
I can't lie. Out of all the new kids that are out right now, Little Baby does have some lyricists, and I like it because he's different, because he does have that Atlanta flow, but he can rap.
Man, you better while we in this shit, nigga. You better put your head down and message me a fucking song, man. Because I don't know what's it.
I'll message you a song right now.
I don't know what's any of his. The Baby, you hear his stuff because they play it on the white people radio stations, and at work, of course, you hit. They're like, oh, we only play this kind of music at work. Okay, we only play white music. Okay, all right, we'll sprinkle with a little bit of nigga with some dubstep under the hip hop beat. Okay, got you. All right. Yeah. Yeah, they'll do play Drake with some deuce Drake. Like, wait, what? Tell me they don't do that.
Drake.
Don't ever do that again.
Another. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Drake.
They gotta start making music from in here, because like I got my brother who's making music now and stuff like that, and I'm trying to like help him not run into the lane of sounding like everybody else, because he's very different. He's talented, so that's like these conversations that I always have with him, and like.
Is he versatile?
Yeah, real versatile. He sings, he can rap. Um, he's like
Is
the
he
artist.
versatile with his word? Can he go from street to business to battle to love? Can he
Well, yeah,
hit those
he's
atoms?
he's versatile in his own right, and he can like he has a very good pen. Like he can't battle rap. He's not like a fucking battle rapper, but he's an artist at the end of the day. Um, and I just my point is that I just try to have these conversations with him to make him not sound like everybody else. So I give him music that is not from this era either, so that he can like do what he wants with it, but still put his own flair and splash to
Well, as long as he ain't wearing skinny jeans, he ain't shaped like this. He doesn't have like his shit shaved sideways and little dreads. Then he won't be like everybody else. Nigga,
Right.
even my oldest is 18 years old. That motherfucker look like everybody else. He just look like me that look like everybody else.
it. You gotta say you gotta. Oh, that's Lil Uzi.
Oh, he got the visions. He got the Mind Stone. Do you see that? Lil Uzi Vert got the Mind Stone.
Yeah, that was the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Wait,
As long as he
no,
doesn't do that, we're good.
it's not Vision's Mind Stone. It's the gay Mind Stone, huh? Ain't it?
Yo,
He
we was talking about it, right? We was talking.
Yep, that's exactly what you cannot say that that's exactly what it is. He was like, I got the gay Mind Stone. Like, nigga, I'm like, it's supposed to be a rainbow, not pink.
Yo, we was talking about that, me and my cousin, and he was like, "Oh, this could cost like 20 million on my head, right?" Which is a fucking lie because his network isn't even 20 million. So this nigga is.
Oh no.
Go ahead.
No, the price tag is real, but he didn't just pay for it just like that. He's been making payment plans for the last 10 years to be able to afford it.
That.
It's not that serious.
He had his layaway.
He had the fucking Mind Stone on layaway. He had the fucking Mind Stone on layaway.
Yo, they stealing from you, homie.
That's bugged out. Yo, you know what else is crazy? You know what else is crazy? The fucking glue girl. The Gorilla Glue girl. Did you see it? Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
a lot, dude. I had seen a lot Facebook and stuff, but I didn't pay any attention because I didn't really care. And then this lady I work with was talking about it. So I got home, I watched it. Dude, I had almost tears in my eyes. I felt so bad for that chick. She put some soap on her head and was rubbing. It was like shining a bowling ball. It was like.
I felt embarrassed.
So bad.
I felt embarrassed.
Yeah.
As a person. Especially, it's like black people. I love my people. But at the same time, it's like sometimes, man, black people get famous for the stupidest shit. This was one of them.
Did you see the dude that did it like a day later?
A guy did it?
Yeah.
Day later?
They're already making memes and shit about, yo, jump that nigga, grab that Gorilla Glue. Like they're already fucking with people. I'm like,
I've seen the memes. But...
The word glue.
No, another dude did it. He glued a cup to his mouth or his nose or something. So now he's got like a cup stuck to his face and his lip. Yep. Like a fucking idiot.
Yo, like...
Because he wanted to prove that Gorilla Glue wasn't that strong. And now he got a solo cup stuck to his face.
Yep. Is it a red or a blue one?
You know what's funny though?
You know what's funny though? Cup stuck to his lip.
I tried using Gorilla Glue on my glasses before, and that shit didn't hold together. So I don't blame some of the stuff.
I don't know, man.
Some of the stuff.
It works different with pores. Remember, our pores got holes.
Yeah.
So that glue get in that damn hole, man. That shit's a wrap.
That is true.
You know, she probably put that shit on her hair.
End up like looking like Hellraiser, like peeling her whole scalp back.
I know, man.
I was weird.
Word.
That was some straight up Hellraiser shit. I would have just watched her just go.
I'm just amazed, and I'm glad that they was able to take it off of her, because Jesus, I was like, that's on your scalp, bro. Like that's not. You got to take your whole scalp off to take that shit off.
But I feel bad for other people, everybody else, just because I'm telling you, motherfuckers is going to get in fights, and they're gonna spray a nigga with some Gorilla Glue. It ain't even gonna get done no more.
Happen.
Real life spider webs.
A bottle or something, be like, yo, son, what's good?
Got
Yo,
the
nigga,
real,
you know
like,
what block we from?
and start making real fucking Spider-Man gloves and web fluid out of
You
fucking.
know what
yeah.
sucks? At first, I felt really bad for her because I thought she was like this not too bright 14-year-old girl doing some dumb shit.
Mhm.
It turns out she's like 42 and she owns a daycare center. Like, you're 42 and you're that stupid?
Yo, it's crazy because when you go to the store to get the glue, it's in like the hardware section. So like, and
For
I just
real?
I just looked at I just went to the arts and crafts store the other day, and I went to like, let me see what the box looks like. See if they updated it or anything. And on the box
It's
it
a picture of
says
her on it.
they should do that. On the box it says ceramic flooring, like all these hardware things. And I'm just like, yo, you didn't read the box?
Yeah.
Like, baby girl, what were you doing? Like, you didn't read the box?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, man, that's just sometimes as people that situation, I'm like, did she really just do that? Just do it, or
Oh,
was she really that dumb?
imagine if we didn't have this Corona shit going on, and we imagine being at work, all of us, and some random white person. Hey, Maurice, I was just wondering, do you happen to have any Gorilla Glue? Like, what happened with LaQuisha? Her name is Monique. What happened with Monique? I'm sorry. I feel bad. I watched the video with her hair and it was so glued together. And then all the white people gather around you. Please tell us about this one black person. Black man. Go ahead. Continue. You know her, right? All black people know each other, right? You just get answered right.
I'd be like, yes, but we gave her up in the draft.
Yes, yes.
The black people draft, we gave her to y'all. Y'all
Like,
made that
who'd you
Gorilla
take?
Glue
We
shit.
took
That's
Justin
you.
Bieber. We took him.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
He's now in. He gets to say the N-word.
Nah, bro, she's
Once.
she
Just
is
once.
Once a year on his birthday, next to Halloween, in a rap video.
Whatchamacallit?
Oh,
On
man.
top of that, I guess we go right into the segment of rewatch, because we're talking about black people. One black person I know that I can trust is Bruce Leroy.
Yeah.
Bruce Leroy is one Negro I can rely on, and I finally got to watch the movie in full. And like I was telling Isaac earlier,
Could you take me to the moon?
as I was telling Isaac earlier,
Did I just
I
air that to you?
I realized Motown really tried to make everybody look like Michael Jackson. Like that movie, there's so many people in there and characters that like relate to Michael Jackson. It was kind of bizarre.
the glow, the glow, we got the glow, the no.
And that
Yo,
show,
I told Amir, I play that record like every day at work. I play that whole soundtrack all the time, bro.
Yo.
I didn't know it was that much of a musical.
Even if,
I didn't know it was like a musical.
oh yeah.
And then when
But
he
it's a
tells
good one.
I told you, dude, that was everything about that movie was pure 80s. Black people learning karate and kung fu. Wu-Tang.
Yeah, that's when it really took over. Yeah.
That's what we were.
yeah, that was Wu-Tang.
It was
Remember,
breakdancing,
everything-
kung fu, and cheesy music.
Yeah, Isaac, with that cheesy music, especially in the 80s, I put my son onto was that every cartoon in the 80s also had a theme song, had a specific full-blown song to them.
Yeah.
Kids today get like 10
Yeah.
seconds of something. It's like, wait, what? That's just the name. He just went through his little town and went home. He didn't
Yo.
show the battle who his enemy is.
That's
Nothing.
for real. Yeah, I realized recently about that. They be getting lazy with the fucking theme song. Cause for me, when I was growing up with the cartoons and shit, one of my favorite things was hearing the fucking theme song. Like I can give a fuck about the episode. The theme song was the shit. Cause you really got to learn about the character in a fucking like 30-second intro. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last two cartoons that they cared about the intro is Pokemon and SpongeBob.
Yeah,
Those are the
SpongeBob is
last
the
two
classic.
that they really made an intro and was like, yeah, we care.
As
That
much as
was
I
about
fucking
it.
hate that show, it
But
is
that's
a
it.
classic.
How do you know SpongeBob, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Okay.
Yeah.
Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Okay, you can say that. You can say all the other cartoons, but anything else newer than that, you're like, what the fuck is that?
Mm-hmm.
What is that
Mhm.
from?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. It's just it didn't have nothing. And going back to The Last Dragon, how it had like themes, music with everything when they got ready to tell a story. Oh man, that was the best. That was just the
Yeah.
best. And right now, did you notice? Sure enough, was grabbing titties.
Yeah.
Air quotations on titties. Like I just did that and noticed it was like that's how you represent. Like, how do we make him seem bad? We on this nigga grabs titties.
Kung Fu.
Really? How?
Tiger Claw.
Yeah.
Tiger Claw.
Nigga, what kind of tiger grabs titties?
Sure enough. But yeah, like I'm just super glad I was able to watch that movie because now I can be a part of the conversation, and I love just being closer to the conversation when it comes to that type of shit. So yeah, I liked it a lot. I better, and there was the part where Enter the Dragon was in the movie. When they went in the movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
When he broke it. Oh, this is when. Yeah, and we had to infiltrate some dumb goy.
Yeah, that too. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was really dope.
Yo, that's the best part of the whole movie.
Yeah.
Ain't no masters here. Ain't no slaves either.
Hey, if you move your feet to, you get down with Danny Green's pizza. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Word.
Hey, my brother, what did it look like?
Your feet.
Yo, I find it so crazy how his little fucking brother was such more of a gangster than he was. Like that.
Everybody's little brother's gangster as fuck.
You ain't lying. My brother surprises me with how fucking gangster that kid is.
The best part about watching it now is looking at the dynamic of what's changed since the 80s. Like Amir and I, we were talking about this earlier. Like Vanity was the shit back then.
Yes,
and now you watch it, I'm like, yo, she ain't even that cute.
Mm-hmm.
She was back then. Now I said she looks like Rihanna, like before the makeup and the money. She just looked broke. Her hair was all raggedy. Her clothes didn't fit.
Yeah, but we can't say that because if we was back in the 80s, we'd still smash.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I'm saying. The dynamic between the 80s and now, it's so drastic.
My dynamics don't change. Do yours?
You could totally
I figured that
walking down the street. What?
Me and his dynamics? Nah. No, my man.
Yeah, but the way the media portrays beauty now is what he's saying. It's totally different than
I know.
Yeah. But not even just beauty, but the way the movie shows like what our livelihood was like back then.
Yeah.
Bruce Leroy walking around in a Tai Chi outfit.
Yep.
You can't do that anymore.
In Harlem.
Going to those, what was the place called? Seventh Heaven?
Mm-hmm.
Like those places don't even exist anymore. We can't go anywhere to actually dance and be on a TV show. Like Soul Train doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, all those things are gone. They've died out.
And
even the silly stuff like the Chinese dancing and rapping in front of their restaurant or whatever. That stuff doesn't happen anymore. People don't have fun.
Our cell phones.
Yeah, and Harlem ain't even black anymore. Harlem's fucking white.
Oh, real talk. Harlem is gone, bro.
Harlem is gone.
People dance like this now.
Oh my god, that fucking retarded.
Mm-hmm.
I can't fucking stand that shit. Yo, that was the dumbest thing so far I've seen in 2020, man. Yo, I just paid for this shit. Why
what? That dance?
Yeah. So far in 2021.
Nah, man, that dance is a shit. I'll just be doing that shit random and people be like, oh, that's the ball. And I'm like, nah, man, I just copy the dance. I don't give a fuck.
You should do it.
I should? All right, Amir. We're going to do it. We're going to do it in the snow. And we're going to set a trash can on fire. It's going to be me coming out the house, me going to the car, Me in the car,
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't know, or me walking or something like that, and then me next to a fire trying to get warm.
Yeah, we should do one for sure.
Hell yeah.
Trying to figure out new ways to make this shit pop anyway, so that's one way we can do that.
Hell yeah, I'm down with it.
Overall though, I really did like Last of the Dragon. I don't know what should I watch next. You gave me the other movie to watch. Fuck, I wrote it down.
What, The Legend?
I think that's the movie.
Or what other one?
The Legend. I wrote it down here.
Give a suggestion.
Put them on to the Wiz.
I've watched that before.
No, he ain't ready for that yet.
No, he watched it.
I watched
So-
it before.
The dude that I work with, like we're always doing the same thing we do. Like we talk about Marvel and comic books and movies.
Mhm.
Have either of you ever seen the Nick Fury movie?
No, but we talked
What,
about
the
it
one
before.
with David Hasselhoff?
Yeah.
It's been years. It's been years.
I just want to watch it again to see like how far we've come. Thank God.
Oh shit.
Because it was bad. It was bad.
Did he mention anything about the Avengers in that movie?
I
In
don't know.
the original Nick Fury movie?
Remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even remember, dude. All I remember is like David Hasselhoff with an eye patch, and it was just like watching Knight Rider, but not really watching Knight Rider. It was weird.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the
No kit.
the Fantastic Four movie.
Oh, you
The
remember
original?
Captain America going, flame on.
I remember the original one doing that. Yo, but the next thing you reminded me, you've heard those rumors that they might bring cause you know Steve Chris Evans just resigned to come back on, and they were saying like with the universe shit that he might come back on as the Human Torch. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that would be a funny
That
thing
would be
for him
great.
to do. They have that scene with him in a towel again.
I don't know.
Just
I don't
like,
know.
oh, you did come to see me, and it's all steamy.
I
For
like-
him to just, because that's a funny scene, a honestly
Yeah.
genuine funny scene from the movie, because the movie was just fucking bad. But
No, stop saying
You-
that, man. I like those Fantastic Four movies. That's not a bad take.
all right, I don't want to be in this podcast no more.
I
I'm
love
gonna
both of those
leave.
fantastic movies. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna take my girlfriend's
Oh, you can't take-
eyelash clipper, and I'm gonna cut all my shits off just because you said.
Come on, that's like the same thing when people
The first
tell
one
me.
wasn't like
That shit was bad.
No, I fucking love that shit. The same thing when people tell me the same thing about the Daredevil movie. I thought that shit was good too.
No, that was pathetic. That was it was too fast.
I don't know. I'm looking
It
at
was
it.
like, we're gonna
that was
throw.
garbage.
That movie came out when I was fucking 10 years old, 11 years old. So I'm looking at it as a new superhero movie, seeing it for the first time.
But you need to unlook at that shit.
No, fuck that. That's a part of my childhood. You wouldn't look at some other kid movie that you watched any other way. So that's what I'm. That's how I'm taking mine.
As long as we're not talking about Fraggle Rock, because Fraggle Rock was my shit. The Legend, Willow,
I like Roger Rock.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, that was the movie
As
that I
long
had
as
to
we ain't talking
rewatch.
about those, I'm
Yeah.
good.
You,
We
you,
can
you,
even talk about the Michael Jackson movie. Remember the Michael Jackson movie, the album movie?
Oh, what? Not Thriller. Moonwalker.
Moonwalker, yeah. Where he only gave a fuck about the one white boy. The black kid was by himself because his friend got kidnapped. But, hey, little nigga like me, where'd the little white boy go? He went over there to play. All right, let's go rescue him. I'll rescue him with this music. I thought about that shit. That's why it's like, Annie, are you okay? Like, niggas, that's not his name. You was in there dancing, nigga. You shouldn't have been drinking. Nigga, take the kids home. Fucking late at night.
I gotta see this movie. I've never seen that shit.
You gotta see that.
You never seen
yo,
Moonwalker?
that was amazing.
Like to be honest, there's not a lot of 80s movies I've seen unless they're like super popular, like Predator, like the horror movies. I've seen a lot of 80 horror movies, but I never seen a lot of like outside of that. I never seen a lot of the like the little like regular flicks that were good.
The Labyrinth. Did you see the baby with
Yeah.
the power?
It sounds familiar, but no.
The power of voodoo.
What power?
Voodoo. Remind me of the baby.
Voodoo?
Hoodoo.
Nah, I never seen that movie.
Dance
Yo,
magic.
Hey, that's like my family movie. That's the family's movie.
Yeah.
I made sure my kids grew up on that.
Like, do you
We
like
watch
you,
Labyrinth all the
you
time.
gotta understand. Isaac could be like, yo, we're gonna watch Labyrinth tomorrow, and there's 10 feet of snow outside. My black ass would be at Isaac's watching that shit.
Okay.
It's the Labyrinth. I'm a 40-year-old man talking about the Labyrinth.
I gotta go.
You know,
If you
other
should
one?
eat us.
It's called the Live Breath.
No, the Labyrinth, man. I'm gonna throw your ass in the bog of eternal stench. Smell bad. Where the stones fart. Like,
Oh man.
These
oh,
little.
I'm gonna mark this here. Pick up the
movie?
stone, turn it.
The focus.
Your mother was an aardvark.
Yup.
Nah,
Yup.
never seen this movie.
And then the Jamaicans, they were red, fiery creature Jamaicans. Don't have no problems.
high as
no
hell.
problems.
That's what
Don't have no worries. No worries. They don't have to nothing to worry about.
Why don't your head come off? You never thrown your head?
We forget. Yo, come on, son.
Yo, but
All right,
Let's
Amir,
go.
get on the Labyrinth.
Yup.
I guess I gotta watch that now, right?
Lodo. You're gonna love Lodo as soon as you meet him.
Yo, you know that movie, The Dark Crystal?
Rah.
Yeah. Dark Crystal's banging too.
They have the. That,
Oh, I
But you
got
have to eat the movies before you watch the Netflix show.
yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
Watch
Because I
the
seen that
movie.
on Netflix.
Wait, did you see the show on Netflix?
I watched like one episode, but I was like, okay, there's a lot that
Stop.
happens here.
Yeah. Yeah, watch the because
movie.
that show is like a prequel.
Mhm.
Watch the actual movie. It's going to be difficult to sit through, but we'll say a prayer for you. Watch the
It's
movie
worth it.
and then watch the series, because I did. Remember, I grew up on the Dark Crystal, and then watching this, it was so amazing. I'm so glad they did puppets. I love it so much. I got a figure. I got a bop it of pop deep downstairs next to my PlayStation.
Yeah.
You know, right next to the PS5, son. I loved her as a character in that.
Before I
was
don't want to
amazing.
cut you off because since we have less than 1 minute,
Yeah.
I just fucking upgraded this shit. I gotta figure
It's
out how to
okay.
do this. But definitely gonna watch that movie. And all that good stuff. I'm gonna end it here, but we'll conversate in a minute. But anyways, I want to say everybody, thank you for tuning in to Group Chat. We talked about many things. We talked about WandaVision, the movies that I gotta catch up on, and racist fucking Mandalorian characters. I hope everybody has a great weekend. I hope you enjoy this episode again. This is Group Chat signing out. Peace.
Peace. Stay warm.